Now I
Thank
want
you,
to welcome
Charles.
back investing YouTuber Matt Kohrs. And Matt, I had Trey Collins on yesterday of Trade Trades, and right before the end of the show, at the end of the segment, I did ask what the greatest risk was for the Reddit investor revolution, and this is what he said: infiltration. Take a listen.
So I think the greatest risk is infiltration. There's no stranger to the note that these big hedge funds and firms will pay people to infiltrate the community and act like one of us. We have to watch out for those people and recognize that this is not the normal way and stick true to your convictions. Simple as it gets.
So I got a great book I want everyone in the Reddit community to read. It's called The Great Game, The Emergence of Wall Street as a World Power from 1653 to 2000 by John Steele Gordon. It's a great book. Chronicles a whole bunch of success, but also a lot of scoundrels are in there, right? One guy named Jacob Little, he's described as one of the earliest and most successful practitioners of market manipulation, making his fortune by leveraging both short sales and short sellers. So how worried are you that the hedge fund community is sneaking into your world? They've got a list of short stocks. They can sort of put out a few things, try to pump it up for a quick trade here or there.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me back on the show. More than happy to represent the Ape Nation here. And I agree with Trey in terms of media, of what's going on. For example, in terms of video media, there's all these, I guess, Wall Streeters with their fancy accolades, their fancy degrees coming on, just for AMC, for example, saying that it's overvalued and fundamentally it makes no sense. And right there, that alone, they're missing the point. Right here, we're in this for a momentum trade, a swing trade. Right. We're seeing what's going on with the shorts. And then that's just the video media of saying, like, fundamentally, I don't think they get what we're going for. Written media. Today alone, I read an article that was AMC insiders sell $4 million worth of stock. I get it. That's a big number. It's a huge number. But when you look into it, that's 100,000 shares, and the stock now trades over 300 million a day. It's below a drop in the bucket. And then in my realm, more of social media, between YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, there's all these faceless accounts with the exact same message. So across all these different forms of media, I very much believe that there's like a coordinated campaign kind of working against us. But does it bother me? No, just because of how much I believe in this movement, and I'm just fighting along with my fellow apes.
Okay, and on that side, I know they're trying to talk it down, but also just sneaking in there with you take a list of shorts and you see a name that's 30% short, maybe you can get a spark. But I know that the community is looking out for that. I do want to ask about SEC Chair Gary Gensler. He made a lot of comments yesterday hinting at some form of regulation. Some think he may curb excessive shorting, certainly payment for order flow. The establishment, though, is taking a different read, saying, oh, no, they're going to stop the sharing of information, somehow figure out a way to regulate what people say on message boards and things like that. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so for the people in that latter group, if you ask me, doesn't that sound dangerous? Stopping the sharing of ideas? To me, it's almost an argument of, like, potentially in the realm of against free speech. I mean, very seriously, what is the difference between a Wall Streeter publicly sharing their idea and a regular person like me just like posting it socially? Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand the obsession with, like, don't forget, we're just dumb money. Instead of the obsession on us, why not, I don't know, attempt to look at things such as payment for order flow? Why not try to even the playing field and one set of rules for dark pools, for retail wholesalers? I just extreme transparency with brokers, with prime brokers. In a general level, I don't get the obsession with us. Why not take a look into the potentially illegal or maybe just nefarious actions of the cronyism on Wall Street? That seems like a much bigger fish to fry than us.
Man, I've seen this so many times. I remember when the SEC went after all the penny stock firms, put them all out of business, and at the same time, these other entities were growing like crazy, called Enron, called WorldCom, called Bernie Madoff, who was part of the SEC. All of that stuff was growing $1 trillion in risk, and they were going after the little guy because that's how they do their job. All right, Matt, thank you so much, my friend. We'll talk to you again soon. Now, there's so many ideas, so many great guests. Want to discuss everything on the show. I don't have enough time. So I do invite everyone, please go read my daily commentary, wstreet.com. I think you'll like it. I put a lot of work into it.